Hi guys, thank you for once again joining me on the mat. Today we're doing a gentle flow. So it's about 40 minutes, but it really is for anyone at any age, any stage of their practice, just an opportunity to move, open the body, but in a very gentle, unaggressive manner. So it's just really for those people who want to get up, stretch and open, be with the body, be with the mind, and have like a very slow and mindful practice. So if you'd like to join me in a comfortable seat, as always, elongating the spine, so sitting up nice and tall with the crown of the head to the sky. Relax shoulder blades down your back and just closing your eyes or lowering your gaze. So first of all, just checking in with yourself, perhaps asking yourself how you are, how your body's feeling. Noticing every part of your body while you're sat here, your seat bones on the ground. And then noticing the breath. Welcoming a nice even breath, coming in and out through the nostrils. And bringing our full attention to the inhale and then to the exhale. And just saying to ourselves, for the next 25 minutes, we're just going to focus on the body and on the breath. Anything that comes to mind doesn't need to be there right now. You can welcome thoughts, say hello, and then send them out somewhere to the ether and come back to the breath. So finding a nice natural rhythm together. We're going to inhale and exhale for the count of 4. So inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just doing that with your own count in your head for a moment. Focusing fully on the count and on the breath. And really becoming at one with using the breath to control the body and to control the mind. So opening the eyes slowly. Bringing the hands by the lower stomach and then inhaling the arms up. Look all the way up and exhale, hands through center. And again, inhale up. Exhale down. Final one, inhale up. Exhale, palms through center. And then bring them down and come onto all fours. So bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Inhaling, arching spine, looking up. Exhaling, curling and tucking under, looking to your belly button. So again, using the breath to guide the movement, inhaling, arching and looking up. Exhale, curl and tuck under. Twice more like that. So inhaling, arching, exhaling, curling. Final one, inhale, arch, look up. Exhale, curl, tuck under. And then come to stillness. And then from here, we're going to bring the feet together, push the knees out wide. You're going to push back to your child's pose. We're going to hold it here for 5 breaths. So just welcoming the practice in a really nice and gentle way. So keeping the hips sitting back, having the third eye on the mat, and just breathing there. Reaching the hands forwards. So noticing with your breath that you're pushing, that you're filling up, and you'll feel the back, your back where your kidneys are, inflating. Okay, so that's where your focus for your breath is. And then gently coming up, again bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. And we're going to rock around, so we're moving around to the left. So clockwise over the wrists, back around, and again. So over and around the wrists, so just warming the wrists up for it. If you don't practice yoga very often, it's a lot on the wrists, you'll find. Okay, and then coming to neutral, and then again around anti-clockwise, around the wrists. Once more, coming to stillness, and then turning the wrists around to face you this way, and then out to the sides, and then turn them into the U on tops of the hands, back to neutral, and then tucking the toes under, slowly lifting the knees, lifting the hips, and coming into our first downward dog. Okay, and then from here again, we're just going to pedal the feet. So, bending one knee, easing the opposite heel down, and then changing sides. So we're really just warming up the hamstrings for the practice. Have your fingers spread wide. We're gripping with the palms as well as the fingertips. And then coming to stillness, easing the heels down as much as you can. Lifting the hips, holding here for 3 breaths. So fully inhaling and exhaling. Final breath here. And then walking the feet to the hands. Having a soft bend in the knees. And allowing the body to drop. From here you can either have your hands here or take the hands to the elbows and drop the head, releasing any tension you might have, nodding your head yes, shaking your head no, and allowing it to drop. Releasing the elbows, allowing the hands to drop. Soft bend in the knees, slowly uncurling up. So at the front of the mat, you bring your feet together. So the toes touch, there might be a little gap between the ankles. There's an inward rotation of the thighs. Then inhale the arms up, look up, and then taking hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it over to the right hand side. Holding here and breathing into the side body. One more breath here. Drawing it back to center. Releasing the wrist and then inhaling, taking hold, right wrist with left hand. Lengthen and then exhale, again bringing it over now to the left. One more breath here. Coming back to center, releasing the hands down by the sides, again at the front of the mat, and then relaxing down and holding in your mountain pose for 3 breaths. So relax the tailbone, come into a neutral spine, relax the shoulder blades by your sides, your hands by your sides, close your eyes or lower your gaze. Bring your attention to your feet. Notice the 4 corners, so your big toes, your little toes, the insides of the backs of the feet and the outsides of the back of the feet. So 4 points grounding through the earth. And then coming up from the toes, just noticing that groundedness going all the way from the toes, from the soles of the feet, from the centre of the soles of the feet, and up the body, up the spine, into the crown of your head. And then again, focusing on the air coming in and out of the nostrils. And then opening the eyes, inhaling the arms up. Exhale, bending the knees, folding forwards. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, lift the back to a flat back and look up. Relax it down, separate the feet, again soft bend in the feet, and then bring the left hand into the centre on the mat. So try and bring the palm flat, might mean you have to have a big bend, might mean not much of a bend. And then bring the right hand up and lift up. Look to that hand, and then bring that hand back down, so where the left hand was, bring the right hand, and then lift the left arm. Look up. Bring both hands down, soft bend in the knees. You're just going to walk the hands over to the left, so making an arc. Bring them back to centre, over to the right, back to centre, and then this time bringing again the left hand into the centre, and then this time you're going to bend the left knee a lot, and then bring the right arm up and try and extend and lengthen through the right leg so that it's straight. Look up. And then replacing the left hand with the right hand, bending both knees for the moment, and then bending the right knee a lot, and then trying while we're here, lifting up the left arm and lengthening the left leg. So we're fully extended on the left leg. Bring both hands back to the mat, bring both hands to the shins, lengthen the legs, look up and lift to a flat back. Relax it down, and then from here we're going to step back into a downward dog. lower down onto the knees so that we're in that tabletop position that we started in. And then you're going to lift the right leg out and extend. So what we're going to try and bring our attention to here is noticing that our hips are square. So often we have tendency to lift the hip. Instead, we're going to really try and square the hips so that they're in line with each other. And we're going to flex the back foot, lift the left arm, holding here for 3, 2, 1. Lower the left hand back where it is, keeping the right leg where it is. And then from here, we're going to lengthen the leg arms up and reach the right foot between the hands. So take your time getting there. So now the right foot's at the front. Inhale, lengthen up, be light on your fingertips and look up. So you're getting a nice stretch in the left hip. Bring the hands down, tuck the toes under on the back foot, lift the leg so that the toes are tucked under, energy out through the back heel, and then mindfully you're going to come up with control and bring the hands into prayer. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower the hands back to the outside of the right foot and then step the right foot back into a downward dog. And then lower the knees back down to the tabletop. Bring the left foot out again, squaring the hips, flexing the foot, and then lifting up the right hand. Holding it here. 3, 2, 1. Lower that hand down. And then again, creating some space, so lengthening, pushing through the hands, creating some space in the shoulders, and then lifting and bending the knee in and stepping it between the hands. Inhale, lengthen and lift, so your fingertips are light. You're drawing the knee forwards and the hip forward, so getting an opening there again. Look up. And then relax down, bring the hands down, tuck the toes under on the back foot. Energy out through the back heel. It's a little bit of a balance pose. And then bringing the hands up into prayer. Holding here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring both hands down. And push it back to a plank. So once we're in our plank, we're going to lower it down, bringing the knees, and then bringing the chest between the hands, and bringing the chin down, keeping the bottom where it is, and then bringing the whole body flat. And then keeping the hands underneath the shoulders where they are. Inhale, pushing up to a cobra, so keeping the elbows tucked in, the shoulders away from ears, and look up. Exhale, lower it down. We're going to do that again. Inhale, lift, lengthen, pushing the chest through the shoulders. Exhale, lower. Once more. Inhaling, lifting, pushing the chest through the shoulders. Exhale, lower. Once more, we're going to do this, but in a Sphinx pose. So you're going to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, relax. And again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, relax. Once more, inhaling, pushing the chest through, just gently warming the spine up. Exhale, relax. Lowering onto the chest, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the toes under. We're going to push back to a downward dog. You're going to extend the right leg, so you're coming into a three-legged dog. And then from here, you're going to step the right foot between the hands. So coming up onto the tiptoes of the left leg, and then creating space, so bending the knee all the way into the chest and stepping it between the hands. Now we're going to ground through the back foot, so it's completely flat at a 45-degree angle. You're going to have your front right ankle underneath your right knee, and inhale, come up to standing. Bring your hands up together. Hold it here for 3 breaths in your warrior one. One more breath. And then bringing the hands down through the center in namaste position. We're going to lengthen the front leg. So it's almost straight. If you need a soft bend in the knee, have it there. And then you're going to have your hips with the long side of the mat. Bring your arms out wide. So coming into Trikonasana pose, triangle. Relaxing the shoulders by the sides. Inhaling. Reaching back behind you as if you're trying to grab something. And then exhale, hinging from the hips and lowering it down. And looking to your top hand. So perhaps your hand is all the way on the floor. It might be holding the toe, or it might just be by the shin. So 3 breaths here. And then lifting up, using the core to push you up, and then you're going to windmill the hands down. So it's on the outside of the foot, so bending the front knee, and then step back into a downward dog. From here, lifting up the left leg, coming into a 3-legged dog, and then coming up onto the tiptoes of the right foot, bringing the knee in, creating some space, and then stepping that foot forward. So sometimes it's a bit of a leap, step forward, and then ground through the back foot, so it's completely flat on the mat, 45-degree angle. You have a right angle in the front knee. Inhale, bring the arms up, look up, holding here. So one more full breath here. Bringing hands down through center. And then you're going to bend or extend even the front knee. Bring the arms out wide. Bring the arms out wide. Having the hips so that they're no longer square, they're with the short side of the mat. And then lengthening the arms out. Inhaling, reaching back as if you're trying to get something. And then exhale, hinging from the hips, lowering it down. Looking to your top hand. Holding here, 3 breaths. And then lifting up with the top arm, guiding you up. And then windmilling the hands down, bending the front knee, and stepping back to your plank. So holding your plank, and then lowering the knees. You're going to bring the feet up, and from here, you're going to lower it down as if you're in a push-up, keeping the elbows in, and lower down, and then lower all the way down. Tuck the toes under. Inhale, lift to a cobra again. Exhale, push back to your downward dog. And then from here, bringing your knees down, feet together, and push back to your child's pose. So a few more breaths in there. If you're feeling in your wrists, perhaps just giving them a little spiral. And then gently pushing up, knees come under the hips, tuck the toes under, push back to your downward dog. And then walking the hands to the feet. Again, having a soft bend in the knees, we're going to bring our two peace fingers around the big toes. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, allow the body to come over the thighs and relax the head and the neck down. So just breathing here, and if you can, slowly lengthening the legs so eventually they're straight. But if you're not there today, doesn't matter, just focus on where you are and be happy with that. And then gently releasing the hands off. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, relax it back to where it was. And then you're going to bring the palms of your hands underneath the soles of the feet. So again, might need a big bend, might not need much. Inhale, lengthen and look up. Exhale, relax it down. It might feel better to have a nice bend here today and slowly lengthen. Otherwise, just use it for however you want to be in this moment. It's not supposed to be a struggle. And then releasing the hands from where they are. And you're going to slowly uncurl to the top. Okay. And then bring the feet together. You're going to ground through the left foot and slowly bring the right foot up. So holding the knee out where it is, and then you're going to bring the foot in. So we're either going to have the foot by the ankle, with the toes just resting where they are, the foot underneath on the shin, or over the knee on the thigh. So the main thing here is that it's not on our knee joint. We want to protect that. So bringing the foot into wherever you are today, bring your hands into prayer, finding a point ahead of you that doesn't move, so perhaps don't look at the camera for this, look somewhere in the room, maybe just a point on the wall, a picture, whatever. And then solely focusing on the breath and on the posture, on the asana. So we're in tree pose. So on the next inhale, I want you to slowly bring the arms up. Exhaling as you get to the top. Doesn't matter if you wobble, if your foot falls, just bring it back to where it needs to be. Okay, and then separating the hands again on the next inhale. As if your tree is growing, extending the arms up. Exhaling. So finding that nice rhythm in the breath again. Something to guide you and focus you. And then slowly bringing the hands back to the top, pushing the hands together, and then lowering them down through the center. Well done, you've almost done it. And then slowly letting the right foot go back to the mat. So noticing how the left leg now might feel a bit different. So you have to even out that feeling, grounding both of them. So grounding through the right foot and then lifting up the left. So holding it where it is for a moment and then bringing that foot now either down at the bottom near the floor, up a little bit just below the knee, or all the way up in the thigh. So bringing the foot in and then bringing the palms to center. So again, find that point ahead of you that doesn't move, something you can focus on for this time. Balance poses are great for not just the body but also for the mind. So just notice how you are today in your balance pose. Perhaps we're wobbling all over the place and maybe that just means we're struggling to keep our focus. Or perhaps you're super balanced and super in the zone. But whatever it is today, just notice. Don't name it, just be with it. And then inhaling, lifting the arms up. All the way. Exhale as they come to the top. And then again, inhaling, separating the hands, growing, extending, finding that nice natural rhythm that we focused on at the beginning. And then bringing the hands back into the center, palms touch, and then slowly bringing them down through heart center. Saying well done to yourself, and then releasing that foot off. Again, just coming up onto the toes. Notice how the legs feel. And then step to the front of the mat, bring the feet together, sweep the hands behind, bend the knees and reach forward, coming in to your Utkatasana, your chair pose. So sit the hips back, we won't stay here long, just a little bit to fire up the glutes, and then exhale, lower and lengthen. Relax the head down, inhale, bring the hands to the shins. Lower both hands to the mat, step back into a plank. So once we're all here in our plank, we're pushing through the shoulders and then lowering the knees down, lowering the chest and the chin. Inhale, up you cobra, so the body's flat, shoulders are relaxed, elbows are tucked into the body, tuck the toes under, push back to your downward dog. And then you're going to step both feet into a cross-legged position at the front. So we're on our seat now, bringing the feet out in front of you. We're coming into Paschimottanasana. So sitting up nice and tall, inhale, lengthen the arms, look up. Exhale, relax it down. We're going to do that a few more times. So inhale, come up, sit up tall, lift up through the body, exhale, relax it down. So what you'd have your feet flexed here, your toes are pointing towards the body, so really engaging the legs. And again, inhale, lift, exhale, relax it down. And then once you're here, just relax. So relax the feet, relax the knees. If it means there's a soft bend, just have that and allow the body to drop. So instead of making this a really active pose, we're now going to make it more passive and relaxed. Holding here and breathing for 3 breaths. Inhaling, lifting up. And we're going to bring the feet out wide. Inhale, lift. Hold it here. And then exhale, bring the feet together. So we're coming in to a butterfly. So the soles of the feet come together. Bring the hands around. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bring the elbows out and lower the body down. So here we're just focusing on pushing the knees as far as they're going towards the mat. If you're like me, my knees are quite far up, but it doesn't matter. Just slowly easing them down. Relax the head. Inhale, lift. Look up, push the chest through the shoulders. Exhale, relax it down. So it's like we're in that arching and curling motion that we do in our tabletop, but we're just going to do it while we're in our butterfly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift. Bring the feet out wide again. And then this time, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, walking the hands forwards. Relax the head down. We'll only stay here a moment. So flexing the feet, making it active. And then lifting up, walking the hands towards you. And then bringing the left hand to the left foot. And reaching the right arm over. Holding here, so lifting up as if you're trying to look underneath your arm to the ceiling. So not allowing this body to just drop, lifting. If the hand isn't touching, it's okay, just reach it over and open. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right hand drops to the right foot, and then lift and lengthen over, opening up the shoulder. Inhale, lift up. This time, bring the feet together onto the mat, so hip width distance apart even. Lower onto the mat. A few bridge poses. Inhale, lifting the hips and the pelvis off the mat. Exhale, lower it down. So when you're lowering, just noticing that the spine is going onto the mat, each vertebrae at a time. Finally noticing the tailbone on the mat, and then inhaling, lifting, tailbone lifts, and the rest of the spine slowly follows. Exhale, lower. And again, inhale, lift. Squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips, and then holding here. 5, 4, lift the hips. 3, 2, exhale, lower it down. Bring the right ankle to rest on the left knee. pushing the right knee away for a moment, so a little opening of the hip, and then you're going to draw the hands through the center until you take hold of the left knee, and then inhaling, drawing it towards you, exhale, surrender. So a little hip opener. And then releasing it down. Again, push the knee away, open the hip a little bit more. And then bringing both feet back onto the mat. Bring the left foot, the ankle, to rest on the right knee. Pushing the left knee away, opening up a little bit. And then bringing the hands through and taking hold of the right knee. And inhaling, drawing it towards you. Exhale, just allow it to be. So again, it's just a slightly less aggressive hip opener. Reclining where we are and allowing for that hip to slowly open. And then easing off. Planting the right foot where it is. And then again, pushing that left knee away slightly. Bringing both feet onto the mat. Bringing the knees into the chest. Rocking from side to side. We're going to do 5 leg raises on each side just to get a little more heat in the body, and then we'll come into our Shavasana. So we're going to bring the knees down, bringing the right foot so it's grounded on the mat, and then lengthening the left leg. Hands where they are. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So inhaling, lifting. Exhale, lower. 3 more. 2 more. So not letting it drop when it comes down. And then slowly lowering it down. Bending the knee, grounding the foot. Right foot comes out. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, lower. And again. Inhale, exhale. 3 more. 2 more. Final one. Slowly lowering it down, extending the foot, bringing the knee in, hugging the knees into the chest, bringing the head up to the knees, tightly squeezing, and exhale, and allow the body to fall into your Shavasana. So feet are at the corners of the mat, the arms are out by side, slightly away from the body. And you can close your eyes here. Just going to do a little body scan. So as you pass by each part of the body, you can mentally just say, and now relax. So you're signalling to that part through the mind that any tension you're holding can now release. So noticing the feet, the ankles, the shins, the knees, the backs of the knees, the thighs, the hips, the the lower back, the upper back, the shoulders, the arms, the wrists, the fingertips, coming to the neck, and then noticing that you haven't got any holding in the jaw, soft face and forehead, and feeling the head and the back of the head supported by the ground. Going to finish the practice with 3 lion's breaths. So as you inhale, I want you to inhale, fill the stomach, feel it completely rise, and when you exhale, I want you to open your mouth and let the air come out that way. So it's like a big sigh. So inhaling through the nose, filling up the stomach, and then exhale, open the mouth. Squeezing all the air out. Twice more like that. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, let out a big sigh, exhale. Final one, inhaling through the nose. And exhale. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Bringing the knees into the chest. Coming on to whichever side feels most natural. Pushing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bringing yourself into a cross-legged position again. Bring the hands into prayer, into namaste position. Bring gratitude to the moment. Noticing how the body feels now, perhaps feeling different to how it did at the beginning of the practice. And remembering that with every breath comes a new moment of life. So really bringing presence to each moment and bringing gratitude to that time. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on the mat, and have a look at my videos if you want to try something else.